Welcome. In this class we will move our body in all directions to compensate, especially for sitting for a long time. It's also good for increasing our mobility. So first, find a place where you can focus and look inwards. Preferably there should be no any background music or noise, but if you feel music helps you practice, then feel free to put in anything that helps you. And at first we just notice how we feel today. So place yourself in a comfortable spread and just pull in the chin a bit, stretch upwards with the top of the head very gently, close your eyes and just look inward. Start noticing your breathing. And notice how you feel today. Notice your muscles. Notice if you use any unnecessary force anywhere for just standing very comfortably and very still. And for the next few breaths, take deep breaths from bottom to top, fill up the lungs. So breathe in a stomach, rib cage, the top of the chest, and exhale again, stomach, rib cage, top of the chest. Keep going like this for a few breaths. Don't force your breathing, it should stay very smooth, continuous. So only breathe in for a comfortable maximum, don't force it after. And with the next exhale, let it go. And just return to your natural breathing and notice if anything has changed. Every time I ask you to notice something, the correct answer is non-existent. So your answer can be yes, no, or I don't know. It's all information for you. Every answer is good answer. And slowly tip your head forwards and blinking open your eyes. Yeah. And for a few times, just stretch downwards with the hands, and as you stretch outwards, try to stretch from the middle of the chest and inhale. Turn the palms towards each other, lift the shoulders a bit, and then exhale. Go back down and inhale and exhale. And do this just a few more times. And one more time. And stop when you're down. Put your pinky, little finger on top of your pelvis and your thumb on the bottom of your rib cage, and try to make them go farther away from each other. So basically try to lift off your rib cage from the pelvis, and as you do this, try to elongate, try to make the waist area, the lumbar area, longer in the spine. And you do this with the breathing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And keep it. Exhale. And inhale, lift. Exhale, keep it up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep it and relax. And when we always try to make the spine longer so there's more space inside the body. And Now that you got a feel of what it's like to lift the rib cage of the pelvis, let's try this again with this breathing. So breathe in and stretch upwards, and now try to stretch from below your belly all the way from inside, and try to lift your arms from there. And exhale down. Inhale up. Move all the way from below the belly. Exhale down. And once more. Inhale up. And keep it up. Link your fingers. I come here so you can see. Link your fingers. Look down. This helps a bit to tilt the pelvis a bit backwards, pull in the lower ribs. You don't have to tilt the pelvis backwards all the way, just a little. Pull in your lower ribs. Lift up to tiptoes. And again, try to keep the rib cage as high as you can, and while keeping it high, slowly move your heels back to the ground. And again, inhale, lift up. Lift the rib cage. Exhale, slowly go down. Keep the rib cage high up. And slowly relax your fingers, your hands. Put down, but as you're putting down, keep the rib cage high up. And just notice the body. If you feel anything or you notice anything different than in the beginning of the class. Okay, and slowly open your eyes. Noticing these inner changes, even if they are very small, it's very important. So the next exercise, link your fingers behind the body, lift them up, bend your knees, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, exhale and bow forward, bend forward. Try to make the arms go far away from the body. Breathe through the chest. Breathe through the rib cage. And slowly with an inhale, keep your knees bent. And slowly start to rotate or turn your body towards the ceiling. And breathe under the collarbones. Every inhale, try to lift off the collarbones from the chest. And exhale, relax. Maybe just rock your hands a bit. And again, vertebrae by vertebrae, bend forward. Move your hands, bend your knees as much as you can, so it's comfortable for the back of your thighs. Move your hands to your left side. And try to stretch away from the body with the right shoulder and the right hand. And breathe through your right side. And then come back to the middle, and then the other side. Try to move away your left shoulder from the pelvis. And then come back to the side. Again, lift your body vertebrae by vertebrae. Arrive into standing. Link your fingers behind the body again. Stretch downwards. Rotate the shoulders backwards and down. And now don't lift up the hands from the body, but keep them close. You should check your spread. It should be hip width spread. Knees fully facing forwards, and then exhale, bend the body, but it's straight, so don't round your back, it's straight. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. As soon as the back of the thigh activate, inhale, come up. And do this a few times. Exhale down. Inhale up. Keep the body straight. Keep the spine straight. Don't round your back. And for the next, hold it down. rotate the shoulders back and try to move them down a bit. It helps keeping the back straight. Just breathe. And with an inhale, come up. Again, rock your hands a bit. And now, vertebrae by vertebrae, bend forward, put down your hands, and step back, arrive into hands and knees. Spread your fingers, try to make a little cone with them on the ground, so it helps protect your wrist. And just first move in horizontal circles with your shoulders. Keep your elbows straight. Other direction. Just a very quick warm-up for the wrist. And now stop, shoulders should be above the hands, and start a Marjorie. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch your back, stretch forwards with the chest. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, arch your back, stretch forwards with the chest. Do this vertebrae by vertebrae. Try to notice the movement of your spine. It doesn't have to be very stiff. Try to just let through the movement on your spine. And slowly stop after a round and come back to the middle. Pull your left hand in front of your left knee and put your right hand in line with the left hand, and your outer edge should be on the mat. And try to push your right hand in the mat and away from you, and with an inhale, round your back and push it to the right side a bit. Exhale, relax. Inhale, round your back, push it to the right side into your stretching side. Exhale, relax. Inhale, round and push. Exhale, relax. Meanwhile, keep doing this in your own breathing rhythm. Meanwhile, the right hand should be very active. Push it down, push it away from you. And slowly come to sit on your heels. And just let your arms hang a bit. And notice if you feel anything different in the shoulders. Again, the answer can be anything. And now come back to hands and knees. And let's do the other side. So right hand in front of the right knee, left hand in line with the knee and the right hand. Push down the outer edge and inhale. Round your back, push it to the side. Exhale, relax. Work in coordination with your breathing. Inhale, round. Exhale, relax. Keep your hands active. And after the next exhale, come back to sit on your heel again. And notice if the two sides are now a bit more equal or not. And with the next inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, twist the body, look backwards in the left, towards the left side. Inhale upwards. Exhale, twist other side. Keep doing this in your own breathing rhythm. Again, as you stretch upwards, try to lift up the rib cage. Try to imagine that from below your belly button, deep within, you try to create a very long line. Try to make the body as long as possible. And as you exhale, try to exhale first from the stomach and create a twist with that breathing. Slowly stop. Put down your hands and stretch backwards with one leg. Stretch backwards with the heel. Flex your knee. Compensate a bit for the sitting on our heel. Other leg. And bring it back. Put your hands under the shoulders. Step back a bit with the legs. Put down your toes. And now lift both legs. The important thing here is push your hands into the mat. Stretch backwards with the heel, forwards with the chest, and don't let the belly fall in. So try to pull together the lower ribs. The core is strong. And just breathe. And slowly put down the knees. And with the rotate forward the elbow bands. And as you lower, you will lower down your torso, but the elbows are next to the body. And just hold it a bit, just 1 centimeter above the ground. The pelvis is still in the air. And with an inhale, push yourself forward. Hands next to the lower ribs. Rotate the shoulders back and down. And try to stretch backwards with the elbows. Backwards and together and towards each other. Activate the buttocks. Flex it so you push your pubic bone into the mat. And just notice this feeling in your scapula or shoulder blade. And relax. Put your hands together in front of you. A bit push them into the mat and pull them towards yourself. And while pulling towards yourself, put your forehead on them. And just breathe a bit. And now slowly lift your head. Put out your left hand to the side, maybe a bit above perpendicular angle, or maybe a bit upwards than your shoulder. And all the way, push it down and pull it down. Try to pull it down. Bend your right leg. Inhale. And with an exhale, lift it over your left foot. And breathe under the chest again. Breathe under the collarbone. All the way, left hand is active. Try to push it into the ground and pull it downwards. And slowly move back to the middle. Pull your hands again into Bhujangasana, into Cobra. And rotate again backwards and downwards your shoulders. And notice if you feel anything different. Is one side maybe a bit easier? Doesn't have to be much, just a little bit, or not. Or you don't feel it. And slowly relax. And let's do it on the other side. Put out your hand, again a bit above the shoulder line. Push it down into the ground and pull it down. And with an inhale and exhale, twist. stop. The recording device is in the way. The hand is active all the time. Push it down, pull it, and breathe through the chest. Every inhale, try to make a little space under your collarbone. And slowly roll back to the middle. Okay, and still. And again, Cobra one last time. Rotate the shoulders backwards and towards each other. Try to close your shoulder blades next to the spine. Your buttocks is active. Push your pubic bone into the mat. And notice if the two sides have equalized a bit. This is one of the best practices for to improve our stance, by the way. So practice it a lot. I know it's hard, and it's hard because we sit a lot, but it's very useful. And slowly relax. Slowly push yourself up, hands and knees. Put together your big toes, open up the knees a bit, and just let your pelvis go towards the heels and stretch forwards with the hands. Let your back relax and stretch a bit. Breathe deeply, comfortably. And with an inhale, slowly rise. Again, hands and knees. And we will use this stretching from deep within our core, again. Try to create the next stretch and strengthening as well from deep within the belly. So stretch your left leg backwards, flex downwards your foot and lift it up around horizontal height. Try to round your waist a bit, so don't arch your waist, but try to keep it straight, and for this you need to round it a bit. And stretch forwards with the right hand. And when you have the stance ready, imagine you're stretching from deep within your core with both the leg and the hand. Try to imagine a line connecting the hand and the leg, and try to make this line as long as possible. Try to stretch them apart. And relax. Other side. First stretch backwards with the right leg. Flex downwards your foot. Lift it up. Activate your core. Try to pull together the lower ribs. And stretch forward with the left hand. And now stretch again from deep within your core. A bit behind and below your belly button. Imagine all the movement is created from there. And now relax. Move your pelvis backwards a bit, and again put your head towards. Just put it down and let the back rest. Let the body rest. And slowly lift your head. Come up to a knee. So place yourself on your knees and Put something under the knees if the mat is not enough. Tilt your pelvis backwards. Now flex your buttocks. Put the left hand on the left thigh. And slowly start to move downwards with the hand. Make sure your pelvis does not go to the back. Keep the buttocks active. Maybe you can touch the ground. It doesn't matter if you cannot. The important thing is create a stretch on the other side of the body. Turn in the middle. And while flexing the buttocks, pull your right shoulder backwards a bit and look behind it. Try to look behind your right shoulder. And now look back to the middle and lift your right hand. Stretch a bit across the body. It doesn't have to be downwards, so try to create a big continuous arch with the hand and the body. And breathe through the side. Again, try to stretch from the pelvis with the hand or from below your belly button, deep within the stomach. And slowly bring it back down. And just let the hands hang a bit. Notice the differences. And the other side. So flex your buttocks, push your pelvis a bit forwards in line, the whole body is in line. And start to move your right hand downwards your thigh. Maybe you can reach the ground. It's just a goal, not a necessity. And while keep flexing the buttocks, rotate the left shoulder a bit backwards and look behind the left shoulder. Maybe the stretching has changed a bit. And now look back to the middle. Start to stretch upwards and a bit across with the left hand. And if the hand is in front of you, then slowly pull it a bit backwards. That's it. Palm facing towards the ground. And exhale, relax. And notice the body again. And then slowly stand up. Vertebrate by vertebrate with an inhale, arrive into where you started the practice. Close your eyes and start noticing the body again. Start to notice the breathing. And just notice if you feel anything different. You don't have to name it exactly. Just notice if you feel differently than when you started. Slowly open your eyes. And that was today's practice. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you found this useful. And have a nice rest of the day.